Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and it is Friday. Can we believe that? We finally made it toward the weekend. Tickled to death over that. We're starting today out at 58 as we wait for, a mostly sunny sky today. Should be around 79. Temperatures getting warm again. You think, the rain is gone. Well, for today, as we go ahead and pull this up, let's look at what we've got stirred up for tomorrow. This is going to be late in the evening as we look at the severe weather that is possible tonight. Now, as you'll look at this is severe weather that east of Jackson basically is going to be a level 1. You've got this about center ways of Lauderdale County, and it goes due north just that way, splitting Kemper and Noxubee County at a level 1. And then all points west of Jackson to Vicksburg are going to be a level 2 there. Now, the main concern where tornadic activity could be kind of rough would be from Ruston, Louisiana, north through Little Rock and these areas up here, right on in, making its way right across the state line there into Missouri. Again, you cannot rule out tornadic activity, but most likely we'll get wind and a little rain out of this. But to the west, worse from Jackson to Mississippi if you're looking at the state, and covers the entire state north to west with a level 2 as we look at this for tomorrow night. Now, yesterday, was that wind or what? A lot of gusts, as we talked about yesterday morning, and we had that mixed with that rain. We had tons and tons of power outages, didn't we? Limb falls, power went out. Numerous times we saw limbs across roads. We even saw a few power lines in a couple instances yesterday that fell across roads. And again, all of this was due to the fact that it was so wet, the ground is soggy, and a little bit of wind causes that. Now today, did I even mention this? 25-mile-an-hour gust again today. So it's going to be breezy out there, although it will be sunny. Watch those tree limbs and always watch your back roads that you travel to go to work. Those are the less traveled. You can come around a curve and there'll be a limb and you try to miss it, and an accident happens, and we certainly don't want any of that happening. Good morning to Idell Clark. Good to see you up today. Let's see, we also see Mary, LaWanda. Good to see you. Miss Mary Gerdeau, if I'm pronouncing that right. Richard, how are you today? And also Becky Vickers, a few of the folks that are up and going. We'll be back in a moment with some headlines that are shaping America today. Also, we'll be getting things started at 7 o'clock with the morning show. Right now, let's go to Collinsville. Let's get us a good message to start the day. Brother Ben has something good for you.
When you were a kid, did you ever sing this song? Give me oil for my lamp, keep me burning, burning, burning. Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning till the break of day. You know, in Matthew 25, to help us be prepared for Jesus' second coming, he told a parable about some folks who let the oil in their lamp run out. 10 young women were waiting for a wedding party to return to the groom's house after picking up the bride. Jesus said that 5 of them were foolish because they brought no additional oil for their lamp, but 5 were wise because they did. They were prepared. As it turned out, the wedding party took much longer than expected, and that extra oil was needed. However, those who didn't bring extra for their lamp had to run to buy more, and in doing so, missed the wedding party. Beloved, you must always be prepared and ready for Jesus, the bridegroom, to return. We must keep oil in our lamps so that we will still be burning and shining brightly when he comes. May he give us oil for our lamps. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Brother Ben always has a good way of putting things. Good morning, Nina. Hope everything is going well in the big city of Newton. Jeff, I see you're up also stirring a little bit there. Get you some coffee, boy. Jonathan Clark joins us, also Miss Joyce Godwin. Glad to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do each day. Definitely can't do it without you. Let's get into the forecast now and just see what all it has to offer us for the day. Well, wait a minute. I messed up, didn't I? Let's go talk about some headlines first, and then we'll come back to that. We got a good start on everything. Wow. Let's see. Do you remember us talking about the guy that invented Cash App? He had moved from San Francisco because he was scared of the crime. It had gotten under his skin, and he went back for a business trip, and he was killed. He was stabbed. Well, the mayor is gloating at this point. It turns out that he may have known the suspect, I think maybe through his sister. The mayor, of course, is gloating, saying that it wasn't a homeless person that caused this murder. Still nothing to celebrate, is it? Someone lost their life in a city that ridden with crime. Awful. Maine. I've heard of this stuff. I didn't realize they were worth so much, but a meteorite that fell from the sky. They have a museum offering $25,000 to anyone who can find it. And it gives a specific weight of what it must be, but they're offering $25,000 for it. I've never searched for any meteorites. Somebody brought that up to me not long ago, that they were worth a little chunk of gold, or their weight in gold, so to speak. I just really didn't realize that. Donald Trump reversing his decision to plead the 25th, as he is going to speak during this $250 million business fraud deposition that's going to take place in New York. He's going to talk. He says that, well, he can clear himself. We wish you the best of luck with all of that. Are you keeping up with this classified information case of the young man who's in the Air Force? I believe it's Air Force, National Guard, rather, that leaked top secret information. They've arrested him. His father was in there for 30-something years before he retired. He leaked information, gamer-style things. Can't do that. Espionage is what he's going to be charged for. How many years he will get, we're not sure, but it's usually a lot when it comes to things of that nature. Leaked Pentagon, and these things are done on purpose, and we know that. Papers revealed that, well, China has successfully tested a new hypersonic nuclear capable, it's a missile, capable of reaching the U.S. We've got to watch that. It was leaked on purpose. And we see more and more of this. Where is all of this going? As we talked about yesterday, libraries that are even considering down because of the material they're being forced to put in there now. I believe without a shadow of a doubt, our country has left the focus of God and turned to a different source for encouragement. Do I make sense on that? As we look at a school in California that is being slammed by a mother that said that the school, the teacher specifically, turned her daughter to a boy. You hear more and more about this each day, this transgender business. It is the headlines of America today, without a doubt. Where this goes, I don't know, but we definitely, the United States, on what we do and what we used to, what was okay in public, has really changed. Remember that teacher that was really a dude that wore the fake, I don't even know how to word that. He was spotted yesterday without it, although he claimed he had to wear them. He had no comment when he was confronted about that. I say him, I guess it could be a her, and I just didn't know it. Florida Governor DeSantis, however you say it, I'm not sure the proper way. I hear it both ways. Has signed a bill that bans abortion after 6 weeks. A lot of people upset with him today. So also, that you may not hear the news, and a lot of people that are applauding him. Which side of the fence do you stand on? Let's check the forecast now.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we look at our record, our highs and lows of today, well, 1936, it was 90 degrees. Woo! The record low was set in 31. It was kind of chilly there back in 1959. As we move forward to take a look at what else went on today, let's see here. Rain was in the forecast for today, mostly north of here. So the most part in the Meridian area, it should be sunshine by late afternoon, starting out with some clouds, and we should see sunshine later on. High 78, 79, Hattiesburg. It's back and forth of that 1 degree mark. We should see 80 in Vicksburg as we move east on into Bamaland, 79 in Demopolis. And again, early, some sprinkles there, and we'll show that on radar here in just a few moments as we look at this. 79 in Montgomery, as we come across to look at this timeline of what's going on tomorrow. Severe weather, and as we looked at the big map earlier, anything east of Jackson is going to be a level 1. North and south, east to west, But anything east of Jackson's a level 1. West of Jackson back to the state line is going to be a level 2. And then you get into that level 3 when you get into northern Louisiana and on into Arkansas and those areas. And that's what we've got. And it's going to be late Saturday night is what we're looking at. Now, this time frame may change over the next 24 hours. It is Mother Nature and sometimes does change a little bit in between the timing of that when it starts. We'll be here to watch that. As we look at the temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days, it does show that warming trend back in motion. And what's that in West Texas? It's hot. If you're out there near Odessa, you're feeling it. Warm, warm, and warm as it makes its way toward the southern states. As we look at our 7-day forecast, here's what we've got today, 78 to 79, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. Now, tonight we'll get down to 56 when you're waking up bright and early tomorrow. Saturday brings about that thunderstorm with the possibility of severe weather. We're looking at 60% here being forecasted for this. And again, most likely after dark. Now, we'll get 72 on Sunday. Great weather to head off to church. By Monday, we're back to 74, and then the 80-degree weather begins on Tuesday. So how long will it last? Well, let's go another week into April here, all the way to the 28th. This month is just about gone. We see 84 on the 21st, and then we'll hit some 70s. It's been back and forth. At one point, this was all predicted at being at 80 and above, but we're at least at 74 to 75 degrees all the way through the 28th. Warmer weather is here. It doesn't look like a cool snap is going to get us, does it? We'll watch it closely. Now, here's that fishing forecast. As we look at this from Chet today, if you're headed out to go fishing, a major time is this morning around 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Kind of early there for you. And it pushes to dark 30. If you're wanting to go this afternoon, your best times would be to go this morning if you could. But again, right at dark, the fish should start biting. All up to you what you want to do. We'll take a look at radar here in just a moment to give you the latest on the forecast. All that's up and coming. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. As we go straight to radar this morning, you'll notice we've got showers occurring and, well, scattered across Kemper County right now. Even heavier showers after you get into the Macon area up by the four-way stop there at the Oak Tree Inn, all around the Kentucky Fried Chicken and the hospital. We got showers extending easterly into Alabama. Pickinsville, Carrollton, Alabama, Reform getting showers there. And also Myrtlewood over here near Pennington getting showers. For the most part, now it could be a drizzle here in northern Lauderdale County coming here, a little bit around Scuba as well, but nothing major. And a small shower as we look at this over near 14, just north of there in Winston County, with no major showers. And most of this is going to fade away here in the next little bit. It won't be so bad. Again, we'll make way for sunshine of 78 to 79 today. Should be a beautiful day. Now, we're getting all of our information together. What went on, what happened yesterday over the last 24 hours. It begins in roughly 15 minutes from now. Won't you join us? Be a part of all of this. We appreciate your comments and helping us bring folks what happens in our communities. It all happens right here in 15 minutes. Odie is standing by, brushed his teeth. He's done his whole 9 yards, even combed his hair today. Coming in. We'll see you bright and early in 15 minutes as we go into the morning show. We'll see you then.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: